Hello, and thank you for joining the Bronze QA Foundations course. At Navigatr, we've worked with dozens of organisations over the years who deliver incredible learning experiences, and badges are a powerful and inspiring way to recognise that learning. They're more engaging and more flexible, and obviously more cost effective than traditional forms of recognition. But when it comes to actually creating and launching a badge to the public, it's really important to feel confident in what they're communicating. A common scenario that we come across, and you might have experienced this, is that you design a badge, you get really excited about the idea, but then you show it to a colleague who asks, what does this badge actually represent? Or a learner might ask, why should I earn it? And what will it do for my career? So the central issue here is about trust. So with Stuart Martin, an international quality assurance expert, we've designed a simple step-by-step process to design badges that your learners will want to earn and employers will trust. It's a practical course. It combines QA processes with the latest AI badging technology. So you'll be creating, quality assuring, and testing badges as part of the course. Those of you who've used Navigatr before will know that it's really fast and easy to create a badge using our AI badger system. It takes a huge amount of legwork out of the process by creating criteria, designing professional looking badges, and even mapping skills to the labour market for you. But it's crucial that alongside AI, the badge goes through a robust quality assurance process so that the badges you create accurately communicate what the badge represents. To do that, we've developed a 5-step quality assurance process, and this ensures that every badge that you create not only looks professional, but has been through a rigorous quality assurance check that builds trust. It helps you get absolutely crystal clear on the purpose for the badge. So for a learner, why should they earn it? What will it help them to achieve? For an employer or a customer, does this badge accurately represent what a person knows and what they can do? From there, we'll take you through a process of designing badges, gaining endorsement, quality assuring them, and then finally testing and refining them before launch. We're going to dive deeper into that quality assurance process in the next module. We've developed 3 levels of quality assurance. They all follow the same process. The difference is the level of rigor and support. Bronze is self-reviewed. So you use the 5-step process alongside a checklist to review your own badges. It's perfect for individuals or small projects that want to start applying quality principles to badges. Silver is peer reviewed. You participate in a live workshop. You apply the same process by peer reviewing each other's badges, and this adds validation through expert guided peer assessment. Gold is independently verified. We will QA your badges, and that adds external validation. And this is particularly relevant if you're issuing high stakes badges or issuing badges at scale. By the end of the course, you'll have a badge design with both learners and employers in mind. You'll be confident that your badge clearly communicates its value and credibility. You'll have developed skills to use AI alongside a robust quality assurance framework. You'll receive a bronze QA certified badge that you can share on LinkedIn and with colleagues. And crucially, you'll have the tools to add the bronze quality assurance mark to your badges, demonstrating that they've been through a professional quality assurance process. And finally, you'll have the opportunity to share your badge and connect with other badge designers like you. There are 3 modules to complete. They'll be released. Each module will have a short video and a quiz. And at the end, you'll receive a bronze QA certified badge once you've completed the course and the activities. People who register for the course will receive an extended trial on Navigatr to complete it. So the course, the framework, the ability to create and test your badges is completely free. So just before we dive in, a couple of introductions. I'm Tim Riches. I've worked in digital badging since 2012. I was part of a team that built the first digital badging platform in the UK, which was later acquired by the City and Guilds Group. City and Guilds are the largest issuer of vocational qualifications in the UK. And at the last count, they'd issued 1 million badges to recognise their training and qualifications. I've been involved in many badging projects over the years, but most recently WorkSkills Kingston, and last year that won a global One EdTech award for recognising employability skills and work-ready skills, and then using those badges to help connect people to work. I'm a co-founder of Navigatr, a digital badging platform that works across cities with employers, with educators and charities to connect people to opportunities for learning and work. So, Stuart, over to you.
Hi, my name is Stuart Martin. I'm the founder of George Angus Consulting, a global educational consultancy based in New Zealand. I've been working in the education space for the last 10 years in the UK and in New Zealand, with quality assurance being a core part of that whole decade. I've also been working in the micro-credential, digital credential, assessment and qualification design, and research spaces, with research underpinning a lot of the other areas as well. And that research has been guiding my work, kind of doing that best practice and lessons learned. And that's been really helping to implement those lessons in the more practical side of things as well. I've been working in the digital credentialing space since 2020, launching New Zealand's first digital credentialing consultancy. And from then, my focus has been on quality assurance. So, undertaking research to understand the value of digital credentials and how to make badges and their systems more valid and credible, with quality assurance being at the very core of that. So I'm really looking forward to being part of this journey with you into understanding and being able to implement quality assurance across your digital badges. So I'd like to talk a bit about why quality assured badges matter. Digital badges have kind of three core benefits. The first is that you can share your digital badge. So that's done via the provider, so in this instance, Navigatr. Once you've received your digital badge, you can share it on social media, you can embed it within your CV with hyperlinks. You can now, with Navigatr, print out your digital badge as a certificate. There are different ways of being able to share it, and that also then leads into the second benefit, which is the security. So security is also via the provider, so Navigatr, and the details embedded within each badge means that the badge cannot be duplicated, that it is secure, that an employer can trust that the badge that has been issued to the person who they are saying they are. And by having these two benefits, it allows the learner to more securely, safely, and authentically share their skill sets as widely as they wish, and knowing that that whoever they are sharing it to can trust that the badge is genuinely that person's. Trust is also a really core part of this final benefit, which is validity. So the validity comes down to the company who is issuing the digital badge. So they are the ones who are assuring the quality of the training or whatever it is that that digital badge is recognizing. They are saying that the person who has earned this digital badge has this set of skills. They've earned it by doing this set of criteria. And they are saying to whoever is looking at the badge, you can trust it because we have done this, we have checked it, and this is what is true. Now, what's really difficult or what's really interesting at this stage is anyone could go and find a digital badge platform and they could start issuing badges within 5 minutes of signing up. How do you know that the badge that's being issued can be trusted when anyone can start issuing digital badges straight away? And that's where quality assurance is really important. By having either peer-reviewed quality assurance or third-party quality assurance, it's giving an extra signal to whoever's looking at the badge that somebody apart from the badge designer has reviewed the content of the credential, and they are verifying and they are assuring the quality of that credential. It's basically saying they're doing what it says in the tin, and that's really powerful. And that gives a lot more credibility to the credential and to the learner. When badges are issued or when other things get issued saying a learner can do X, Y, Z skill set, and then it turns out they can't, that comes back onto the badge. It comes back onto whoever issued the badge. And, there are cases of, if you think of other types of cases where there have been, say, a learner has been issued a qualification when they found out they can't do it and it's caused accidents, whatever else. That can happen with badges as well, because badges can be used to showcase and recognize any type of skill set. So there is a real need from a safety perspective, from a legal perspective, from lots of different areas, that a badge is important to get right and to be able to trust it, because there are lots of them now out there in the market, and it needs to be done in a way that works for employers and in a really easy, visible way for employers to be able to look at a badge and say, oh, okay, this has been peer reviewed, or this has been third-party quality assured. So the difference there, briefly, is the peer review would be somebody within the same company has looked at the badge, apart from the badge designer, with third-party quality assurance. The company have asked a different company to then come in and review their learning and assessment, or whatever it is that they have, against the criteria in the digital badge, and have assured the quality of that. And as a third party checking the credential, there is then that credibility to say, okay, we've looked at it separately, we have nothing to do with it, and we are assuring that quality. So having that can be incredibly powerful, as a way of really showcasing what the badge can do. I wanted to just briefly touch on some research that I've done into the space of the value of digital credentials. In 2023 and 2024, I was leading a research project looking into the value of micro-credentials, so the learning, and digital credentials, so the recognition of skills, for people who work in the gig economy, particularly the platform-based gig economy, in 4 countries: Kenya, Vietnam, Mexico, and India, and understand, are they using micro and digital credentials? And if they are, do they see the value? Is it helping them? Also looking at it from an employer perspective, do employers value them? So we surveyed 1,500 gig workers across those 4 countries. We spoke to employers across those 4 countries, as well as talked to experts across 6 continents. And what we found was that gig workers were using micro and digital credentials. They're using the micro credentials to upskill and reskill themselves, to keep relevant, and to keep being able to showcase value to employers. And they were using digital badging to showcase the skill sets that they had in a recognizable and easy to use way, and easy to verify. For those platforms that were allowing digital badges in the platform, badges went from being a nice to have to a must have incredibly quickly, because it was a really useful and valid way to showcase the skill sets that they had. The security elements around it were really valuable, as were the skills and the earning criteria. So suddenly, anyone who didn't have a badge, they weren't getting as many jobs anymore, and it's because the employers had seen that digital badges existed, and they could see much more value and credibility in that. So it was very interesting to see how quickly that changed. When we were talking to employers, they were also saying that if they saw badges with third-party quality assurance, or any type of quality assurance embedded within the credential, they trusted that a lot more, because it was somebody else from external who was saying, this is true, we've reviewed it, and we've kind of seen that as being true. So that value is real, it's definitely happening. And from 2023 to now, it's only gotten more important to get right. And that's incredibly important to, I think, embed within systems, and it gives a lot more confidence to employers who are looking to hire a potential worker. It also helps from a learner's perspective when they are looking to work with a company, or work with a company to do a piece of learning where they're getting a digital badge. It all ties together to showcase what a quality assured badge looks like, and why it's valuable and why it's important. So yeah, the research is growing, but it was very interesting to see it from a global perspective, that this is definitely a global problem, but it's also a global solution in terms of what's needed and what people see as useful and relevant.